Can he shake that off?
He's still going to be playing the Neon. So as far as Gen G is concerned,
Same
they say, well, it's not broke. Don't fix. You don't need to fix it. So they're just going to keep running with what they've got.
And
RRQ
Karen
more
onto
than
the
happy to match.
Sentinel.
Yeah, same idea.
Oh,
it's going to be a bit of that switch. Now, Xferra used to enjoy playing the Cypher, especially the way that he would oftentimes purposely position some of his util against Gen G to counter them. But now with the Cypher nerfs, he's chosen to go back to that Killjoy, and he wants to make sure that he has a little bit more direct impact.
Okay,
but we should know, it's
Ash
Karen
is the
playing the Killjoy
smoke
over on the Gen G side. So that is a big change.
Yeah. Okay, that one I was just like, yep, this is the same comp that they always run.
Yep.
This is pretty stock standard. Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
what a thing to point out.
I mean, Ash on the controller,
Ash
sure, I'm okay with that. Ash seems like he's pretty well versed to pick up whatever role that he needs to. But Karen off of the controller.
This is bizarre.
He did have a bit of a relatively rougher year in 25 compared to his debut year.
Let's lock in for this one. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a good
we'll see if this is for the greater good or if it's something they're just experimenting with.
This feels like when Bob Dylan pulled out an electric guitar for the first time. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. It might have to grow on me, but let's see what they've got. It's a major change for the side of Gen G and Karon's playstyle, so let's see what he brings to bear as we jump into map 1.
All right,
Haven.
Here we go.
Who will take the opener here between RRQ and Gen G?
Coming over to Gen G's pick. A comfort pick for the team, but the real question is how well prepped is Lakia on this map? RRQ going to be starting on defense with that Viper wall across the sights and a late Viper screen, but Texture just gets picked off.
Texture dies.
Dead off the rip.
Immediately.
Was just absolutely destroyed him with that Sheriff. Crazy guy.
Okay.
Well, right click as he
Ash
swings into the corner. Does get the spot out there onto Ash.
Yeah, I feel like that was supposed to be a big fake that draws a lot of time with the fast lane and toxic screen, but now you've got backup here for RRQ. It's a 3-man stack.
Okay.
He's got out there. Damage going to be up and down, pushing forward past
jumping
that wall.
Out,
So we'll find pushing.
Lakia
Crazy
winning
guy
that
will
fight
also get
against
taken
Crazy
down.
Guy.
Moniette lining up two.
Jemkin.
Jemkin lines up the rest. The pistol goes the way of RRQ.
I thought Gen G was going to pull a classic Gen G move of just trading better as he got onto the site. But the backup's there in time. Sharp shooting from the RRQ players.
I mean, it's also worth noting, I don't think it's obviously nearly as big of a change compared to Karon playing the Killjoy. But this is going to be Jemkin moving over onto the Neon. I believe in the past they were running the double duelist on this, so they would have that Neon Yoru.
Yep.
So this does leave Moniette on the Viper as they look to just go ahead and match the composition from Gen G. So minor change comparatively, but Jemkin on Neon certainly isn't something that we've seen too much of.
Crazy guy. Just catching things. It's very hard to play the Viper on this map. When the previous one was Munchkin,
he's been sticking with it.
It's hard to do what he does. He's always like taking good aggressive timings.
At the ready from that A-Link side.
Hot here.
Some here on the B side. Spike still being brought forward, but now it's on the floor. Another kill here for Jemkin. Looking to fast track that overdrive. Just going to be a couple charges away as he hits the halfway point. Ashford into the smoke. Went undetected by the drone, but is only able to find a smattering of damage rather than a kill.
And Crazy Guy's holding far back. If there is a lurk here from Texture through A site, they don't want to have to deal with it. He'll just hold that angle for the peek out. Taking that safe route as they already have the spike down in mid.
He's low on HP, so could go down with relative ease, but then it's just going to be a Sheriff handed over. So RQ very well slated.
Crazy Guy here.
As Crazy Guy try to back away. Crazy Guy will even catch him on the mid slide.
Nice from Crazy
That's
Guy.
a Google play flawless here for RRQ.
Flawless
things off 2-0.
Smooth sailing for RRQ, but it's going to be this buy round that we have to keep our eyes on for Gen G. Now, I was going to add on earlier, you mentioned, of course, Lakia having brought all that prep. It actually flew quite under the radar. I know he was pretty much working on a YouTube Shorts channel as well, where he was just uploading new lineups every day. And it had kind of gone quiet. Not enough, not as many people were aware of all the info that he was dumping out on the public as well. And I'm sure the binder he had was full of even more. He was waiting to share.
Average Jonas isn't going to do it anymore.
Somebody has to. RRQ 3-man push out to deny the toxic screen. It's one of the best ways to counter out that attacking Viper. And then they've got their own Viper on the C side as well to delay. Solid setup.
It is, but it's a solid shot Get himself on the board. Something on the big stage, finds that second, tries to transfer over to Crazy Guy. It's not going to be able to make that happen. Monyet
finding Karen.
Out of garage, quick shot, takes down Karen. Flipping it now to a 3v3. Relay bolt not going to be connecting. There's the spot out. Sparrow will fall. Lakia. Monyet finds another.
It's already so much damage done against Gen G.
It's already fantastic, whether it's a round win or not. Drone up over the top. Lakia trying to go for this one, cancels it. Somehow doesn't go down immediately, but then eventually will be flushed out as Monyet looks to try to seal the deal here on the bonus conversion. But he will find both.
But it's pretty.
Get a Google Play clutch. Get Gen G their first round win, but it is at heavy cost.
Yeah, you'll still take the W over the loss, but it does not feel good. Meanwhile, RRQ is still fairly happy about how things panned out. He originally thought that Zinx being able to shut down the aggression was going to be enough, but immediate trades back, calm aim from multiple members of RRQ. And it gets so dicey until Ash is able to lock it in.
Okay.
Well, it's a way to get the ball rolling here for them.
He sounded oddly like Texture. He's been picking up a lot of the inflection that Texture has there.
We'll see if he's just as animated. Texture for now still not able to get himself on the board with a kill.
Okay, Lakia investing the 100 Fury.
Built a very
early Monyet. Crazy Guy gets
Texture, however, will
his
still be traded out. Assault into the A site, has to maybe be second thought here. Is bumped out Paranoia connecting. They're unable to tuck back, but swing from Xpharaoh here at backside, looking for a little bit more. But Gen G going to try to back away, but look at Jemkin
here. He's holding this.
Looks like they might be reading this, but do they have a way
They're
of
all
trying
one
to clear
shot.
No. Lakia just faces forward. He and Ash will both hit the floor.
Well, in theory, this round pretty much seems like it's on its last page. Got an outlaw behind you, both members not at full health and armor. And now, I mean, the site is already filled. You're just hoping that RQ slips up, really, and takes on the challenge. And if not, they might
just gonna stay
to
in,
go for a save. Yeah, I'm curious if RQ would let them get away with that.
They shouldn't. I mean, money itself shaken up a little bit, but with the round win, they'll still be in a very cozy position. So I think they could afford to throw a couple bodies at this just to try to get all of the rifles out.
10 seconds left.
Here they go.
Well,
okay.
It's a nice shot from Karen. Still got that aim. That should seal the deal and dissuade RQ from pursuing any further. But
I don't
still,
think the
two-round
transition
lead
from
once again established.
Smokes to Senti is gonna be that big.
Smooth sailing so far,
fine,
Gen G.
but it's still a weird choice.
That they're going
we gotta
for
see what they play on Abyss,
A.
and hopefully split. I'm hoping we get a 3-mapper here.
Just get taken out on the first blood. There's not really an opening. They get slowed down so much, and a big part of it is Texture getting red on
Zinx
that entry. It's pinged by a dart.
Not the hard Senti.
It's okay, bro. They're not gonna.
Hit now available here for Monyet. Positioned on B, looks like he's just going to go for some pre-fire through the window, but
pre-fire
anybody there to receive the damage.
There's Karen looking on the other side, and then there's
spam alongside the dart to try to catch a lucky
Karen
kill.
with the hero rifle.
Karen's just
lives.
Barely. Shots here.
Now has the
around that outwall.
Yeah, at the very least took out the turret though, so it does require Jemkin to stay on the C site.
See how this goes though, because of the saved weapons. I mean,
so
Texture
watch out for that.
is a Vandal, which isn't typically what go for playing the Neon.
Yeah, and then Karen holding the other one. So eventually they're going to try to push and pull like they are right now, keep RRQ on a back foot of the default, and then go as 5. But look at RRQ re-aggressing. This is a good re-clear, and they get the kill.
Okay, re-clear, aim.
But obviously just with a classic.
They're just
in a bit of a rough spot. Push forward, drone over the top, and Nano Swarm towards default to try to interrupt the plant as Ash goes in. He does manage to clear that out.
Okay. Gen G get the plant out.
Here for Gen G, player disadvantage.
They do need that for
you don't.
Economy.
Go for this retake.
I feel like Texture had to try to push out and take the risk of get kills, because otherwise you're on lower numbers right now.
5v4.
Paranoia at the ready. Ash going to be trading one back. Fight not deep enough. Texture finds a tiny little pocket to tuck into. Self-protected. And now does manage to strike. Crazy Guy going to be taken down, but Jemkin turns around quickly there with the overdrive in hand. Zaps him to death, and Ash just rounded to a fine paste by that Nano Swarm. Lakia trying to peel back another kill. Will just put Cushy down to 11, but can't find anything more than that. RRQ now up 4-1.
Yeah, it always feels bad, especially when you only have 1 or 2 rifles, but you're down in a 4v5. You don't have amazing post plant, and you don't have the weaponry to support it. You've got to be able to go out so that you slow down the retake. Sure, Texture gets away with 1 kill in back of sight. Nobody checks for him initially. But at the end of the day, RRQ's already filled the site with their own numbers. You've already lost control of that post plant.
Oh, you fool, yeah? No, I think
I just think that was his own team Smolly or something. He stood in that for a long time.
Seems like just
maybe
cool, calm, and collected for RRQ.
Now the op continues in Jemkin's hand. This time going to be peeking out of A, the spam through mid as well, keeping Gen G entirely tied up. Yet to find solid success in any of the sites.
Just a normal Gen G boy. Oh, Jemkin. Costly wave.
A critical fight. Jemkin struck down.
Wave right there.
Now lost it long. Smoke to maybe try to escort forward to recover this one. Seems like Crazy Guy's considering going for it. Being a Texture there on the jump peak. He spotted him. Yes, he certainly has, but the bullets.
A bit of chip damage. Okay, Crazy Guy picks up the operator.
I mean, it almost feels like Texture's Phantom was the only one that wasn't patched in right now. Crazy Guy barely taking any damage, but he'll save the op. Now, I was going to say I would love to see Charon try to get some more information, but instead of waiting for him to get the information first, they're just going to go for the full rotate and leave the lurk
just going to
C. Get spotted.
Charon have not yet triggered the turret.
Because RRQ has no idea
is still very much leading towards A here.
Push forward to the garage doors. They hear the nano. They clear
Only
it.
Xfero really here to do anything about this.
With the clear of the util, bells have already been sounded
here. You
here.
don't want to be on site there.
Taken away from this setup of Xfero.
Okay.
Forward through the smoke.
Bit of chip damage and gets out. Zings with a nice timing in mid.
That lurk. Finding Manya in transit towards C.
Okay.
Overall good. Map calls coming in from Lakia for the Gen G squad on this one. The post-plant positions aren't bad either, although the ones on site will have to make up their mind on where they want to hold from. Not checking the flank for Zings. It's a lesson learned. Xfero's always 1 step behind you.
Okay, Crazy Guy coming to group up with Xfero.
Make this a bit more costly and slow the roll of the economy, but RRQ still in a strong position to try to make a go of this one, but push forward into the smoke. Lakia able to find one. Charon gets the other.
Cushy.
That's the
maybe
off now, down on the floor once again as Crazy Guy. Not able to hold on to it. Xfero's going to try to maybe recover it, but we'll just send Charon packing back away, but
nice shots from Charon.
It's the wider angle,
they
gets
don't
the
get the op,
headshot,
they don't get to keep any guns. And Gen
finally
G
coming back alive for
bot.
Gen G. If they had lost that round, I think the fans would have started to have a little bit of concern, at least for the tournament of the SVL. But they'll get themselves back in to competition level.
Opening
themselves 2 rounds away, and overall, I just think it was just a good read on the map. You know, the dominant first kill from Texture, and then you say, okay, if there's no push out, we're gonna wait to see if for a reaction they'll move as a group. Still leave a backup plan in Zings. Ah, there's the Odin.
Oh.
I was missing it for a little while.
We've been having such a good tournament.
It's all ruined now.
Yep.
Throw it in the bin.
Okay.
Just bringing it out. As it's a 4-player push up into A lobby. Seems like Gen G very cautious about this. So you'll have to just go ahead and back away, but
there's 3 players aggressing out here on A. 4 actually.
In trouble.
Zings.
Try to hold his own
1,
the first. The swing
2.
gets a second. Manya striking. We'll be able to peel back that
from
kill, but
nice
Lakia will find 2 of his own.
Okay.
That leaves
they
now
just
just
completely shut down
RRQ's
push.
To see if he can pull a rabbit out of a hat.
I am so curious on how Lakia was able to get this read on him, because there isn't really any strong indication that it's going to be a judge play on one side. Sure, you would have assumed that there's a push out of A, given some of the util that was used in the silence afterwards. But then to be able to bait them out even further off of that, be ready for the trade, and avoid the judge altogether on their entry onto the site eventually.
Well, this does open up for Xfero to just wrap into lobby.
This gives me a bit more confidence in Lakia's calling.
Lakia on the
Makes me
prowl
feel
like
a bit better that
last ult charge, but
don't know, lost managed
directions where he's going.
Because
was more than
I'm pretty sure it was the coaching stuff, combination of headshot and solo, and maybe even
he
parry.
threads the needle
And
right in between the forces
that
of
top
Gen G.
IGL that we know him
Get away with a new weapon upgrade. So silver linings, I guess, for RRQ. But overall, know, maybe it's a stroke of luck. We'll see if it's just a repeating pattern here for Gen G to just draw out the time. It would be very solo-like to do that.
Texture goes sprinting in the
Thanks for
spawn.
saving.
It's gonna be bad,
Won't
but he
get
gets
the
the weapon out in time.
Nice from Texture.
And he does find the kill. So, weapon upgrade not to be had. Gen G shortening the gap.
Only 1 round away, and you've broken the economy. That's the big one. So in theory, you should be in line to tie things up. And we haven't seen anything too crazy yet, but so far, Zing's doing his job. Right? He's always been for 1 or 2 on the flank. He's always able to get that information.
Well, in the opening engagement, getting 2.
He thought he was going to die.
Yeah. Warming up his reactions, revving up that engine.
Full sheriffs here for RRQ.
Okay.
Trying to pull
4 people stacked towards B for RRQ.
Counter spam through. Texture now sliding out into window, finds Crazy Guy alone and isolated at the top of the B site.
Generally, you wouldn't want to take the risk of peeking out when you know there's multiple people there, but you were ready for the trade. You had the neon slide. So they're able to not only get information, but take the frag themselves for Gen G, and they're still waiting. Look at this. They're just goading RRQ to getting impatient, saying, you don't have information. You have to make a move, and guess what? They will. They'll start creeping out again.
Oh, they might get a good timing here.
Push down. Still that alarm bot situated inside window.
Alarm bot would
hear it. Now has it spotted.
Oh, I think he saw Carrot. He should have seen Karen.
Turret up, so can't place that for the early alert, but we'll just be watching.
Oh, he didn't see him.
Ooh, swings off of that.
Oh, Texture popped out.
Texture says the overdrive, and there's a timing shot.
Pulling out your turret there.
Aaron dead. Rising tries to go for the setup. Texture now swooping in from sewer, but no spot to be had. As pit is going to be dropped as well, but
the pit in this
cutting off the complete wrong angles. There's no one there.
Lakia?
Obviously now Genji's starting to realize this one is Hunter's.
This is the Lakia of Valorant.
I mean, this is a lot of commitment for RRQ.
Both sides. 2 ults from Gen G, but they're at least the ones who are looking like they're going to get the round win, unless Xfero can really put this Vandal to use.
Dude, Lakia? 4K.
Scoops up the Outlaw. He comes up with a 4K to get Gen G 4 on the board.
Great use of the Outlaw there against the Eco, getting maximum value with the 4 kills.
He's so
That's going to shut them down. Lakia. Who would have thought the return of Lakia Valorant would result in a fragging IGL? Yes, I said it. We're not even done with the first half, but it's there on the scoreboard.
IGL. Already?
11 kills so far for the Gen G squad under Lakia's name.
I mean,
look a lot more stable.
Doing very solid work here for him these last couple rounds, so timeout call is going to be coming through from the RRQ camp.
So far,
his first time out with the full squad on
looks
stage.
better than it did.
See what
like in
he's able to share with the team. While we're in this timeout, a little fun trivia as we see.
Oh, why is he standing?
Jovi.
Oh, the coach is standing.
Speaking his mind a little bit. But on the other side of Gen G, did you know that Lakia has to bring a pillow and a footrest?
No.
Because the desk is too high, but therefore if he puts the pillow below his seat, his feet don't touch the ground. So he's getting screwed over on both ends of the height spectrum. So if anyone is listening on the stage setup for 2026, may we make a petition to perhaps lower the desk just a little bit?
But then that forces all the other players then have to, adjust their stuff, their setting.
Oh, that's true. Notably, people like RB. Not sure if I would want that. So, I mean, Lakia could get used to the pillow, I guess.
Yeah. That's very funny.
Yeah, we asked him.
Could just have one of the desks at the global shows be slightly lower than the others, I suppose.
There you go.
There's those new, Secret Lab ones that are supposed to be like fully adjustable as well as the chairs.
Yeah. Use the technology.
Ooh, a hair off being able to find that.
I mean, they should probably just give the players the height adjustable
desk. But look at his position already. He's ready to try to back away. Actually, he's called backup. Wants to take the fight to him.
Spot on the elbow. Aaron just backing off for the moment. Gen G. Just want to play this out a little bit patiently, see if they can get a rise out of RRQ. To try to make the first move.
Very patient from Gen G.
Xiao, the drone.
The pit here.
Coming in, but doesn't spot too much. Normal Gen G's. All banked down before really makes its way into the garage whatsoever. Slide forward though, Texture looking for the catch, finds it, Cushy.
And opening engagement from Texture.
They get that kill, and they're just happy to back away.
Yeah, you drew attention. Now they have to have their eyes set on the C side. That's what Gen G's thinking. And then they're going to shake up B again before still making a move onto A for the flank.
Also just reading the tendencies
activating
of
the swarm.
where he likes to play with
Gen
that
G
operator.
kind of working the map, but now you have to go to A with 20 seconds
left.
left. Time. The pit's here.
Still have Hyper in the pit. Like you said, time is starting to tick. 14 seconds remaining. Spotted on one, Xpero so far forward though, it means that he can't try to go in for the lockdown, but Moniette's still here, finds one crazy guy, takes out Texture.
Lockia's so low.
It's a shot there on the Lockia, just gonna go swooping forward.
Whoa,
they'll line up
crazy
for
guy
him.
with the spray down.
Crazy guy in Jemkin now.
Jemkin isn't all. This is still very doable for Karen.
The turret. They know exactly where he's at.
Stun.
Bounce of the relay, stun, but no scale forward. Just a double face in. Tap it and fuse. Wow, Jemkin will find the headshot. So timeout ends up working.
Nice
RRQ.
Timeout from RRQ.
Get themselves back into the lead. Recollect the operator.
Maybe
carry
making
that
the wrong
forward.
decision of trying to go.
It feels like this was a bit of an overcooked round from Gen G. Because initially, you know, you want to draw out the timer, make RRQ impatient, sure. And then they don't bite. So you go for just a kind of off-tempo hit, a strike force rather from Texture. Great, you get the kill. Now the world's your oyster, honestly. You already had Zinx over on A main, but then they want to work the map a little bit too much more until they realize they're out of time and they have to start sprinting into the site.
It is overcooked.
Back in control.
Not the best round, but let's go.
Gen G, economy's been built up, so it's going to be very healthy for them as Jemkin.
Oh.
Plays it patiently, waits for a little bit of a wider shot, a clearer angle. Texture does get taken down off the rip once again. Push forward.
Karen wins that?
Adjust.
Okay.
Here's the turret into a kill onto Xpero. Now sets up the lockdown.
Are they gonna try to
exec here onto this C site, but Moniette finds him at the base of the stairs below window. Jemkin gets the shot. The lockdown's destroyed. The plan has completely gone awry here for Gen G. The repeat back in towards long. Lockia dead. The spike on the floor. And Zinx
very late, but
realistically with nothing more to do here in this round but to try to save.
Just kind of.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left on the clock though, so we'll see. It's not like RRQ's in a perfect position to go for the hunt. Not exactly very healthy in the bank. Of course, only 2 more rounds after this one in the first half. But I gotta imagine Zinx will just have to tuck away. I mean, honestly. You know, if the timer runs down, does he maybe go for the spike if he thinks he has a shot? I wouldn't mind it, but like you said,
no, you don't go for this. There's no way.
It seems slim.
In the last place that op rang out from is exactly what you would have to cross over, so it's probably just going to be the tuck and save.
Just save, yeah.
Ideally, where the Gen G players are discussing kind of where things are going wrong, and a big part of it, I said, is the timeout adjustment from RRQ. Right, if Gen G's trying to run the clock down, let them do it. They're the ones who have to get impatient. We don't actually have to go out for information if we have a solid default.
Yeah.
And RRQ is able to bait them into these fights that they're just not ready for.
Letting Gen G work the map.
Gen G might still be a timeout afterwards, depending on how that discussion has gone.
Peak or anything.
We'll see.
Just not letting Gen G find the first peak and let the advantage. Basically, letting Gen G kind of overcook themselves.
On your attacking side of Haven. Not a good feeling, and I do believe that we saw the timer pause, so it should be that timeout call coming in after all.
Timeout Gen G.
Yeah, I'm curious what Solo's gonna talk about during this timeout for the team. I do think if you're gonna hold, one of the first things that they could discuss is at least taking a bit more space before running the clock down, before forcing RRQ to get uncomfortable, because right now, you've already gone past the first phase of RRQ just getting antsy and wanting to fight. You've already challenged that, they've adjusted, so now you actually have to pose a question to get them to move. And the big question is, where do you go for that? We know that Jemkin loves to play that C site primarily with that operator.
Does he just prefer that?
So that seems a little bit risky, but of course, it requires a lot of util. Oh, that was 3-3-2. Samzami, I think. Oh, I didn't realize when she was covering her face a little bit, but here to cheer on Gen G.
Okay. Very interesting that Jovi's standing.
Jovi looking like he is in the zone. Now his players These last couple of rounds certainly have been. Jemkin leapfrogging over Monyet at the top of the standings since that operator came online.
Yeah, so they need to find a way to get this operator over to the A side, off the
exactly where Gen G wants to hit.
Okay, fast hit over towards A.
Looking for maybe some shenanigans. It's a bait with a
Ash
smoke
Omen
on the
ulting
A.
actually into the
Force
back
him
of
to check
B.
into that as the Omen ult comes through. So Ash now arrives on the back of B side.
X-Sparrow heard that. You can see him looking for it, and he's called it.
Scale, but it seems
So
like RRQ have a very good idea of this.
Yeah, they've already figured out all the possible
very distracted.
Well, Xfero actually just too many corners to check while Texture's working the other side of the map.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's Karen and
actually
Texture get
playing
these
the
kills
entirety
here.
of the map at the moment here are Gen G. And now with Texture's entry onto A, RRQ's like, well, where's the spike gonna go? So Jemkin comes slinking back in, does catch him in the corner.
But now where do you go with your
trying
Gen
to
G?
get set up for that interception, but just gets the spot, backs out.
Nice spam.
He's into the back of sight.
Okay.
Finds Crazy
Guy
as well.
Ash.
Okay.
Good run from
Play
Ash.
call here from Gen G. Looking fantastic as they're immediately on the hunt, looking to try to take down this Neon. And Charon's got him.
Okay.
Pinned
nice.
in.
They got the op out.
Great round call here from Gen G.
Yeah,
no,
really good play after the timeout. Something that we just haven't seen before either. Instead of sending the Omen to spawn, drawing people out of mid, taking over the B site, and then hitting both extreme ends as well at the same time. Like you said, works the entire map at exactly the same time. And that means that the default is spread way too thin to provide backup for each other. Gotta give props to Ash here, looking like shades of 2024 Charon in this round. The amount of space he's able to create and hold for the team.
I couldn't tell from the minimap, but I'm sure if Crazy Guy actually was able to ever hard clear that heaven position because of the smoke and the ult use. So it just seems like Gen G able to cause so much confusion. They play off it brilliantly, but can they do it again?
Jemkin getting aggro out towards C.
They look to try to tie this up 6-6 at the half.
The alarm bot there, but this is a lot of info for RRQ.
Again, but it happens to be on the one side where they do not have a forward position. So RRQ, they've got a pretty solid read that it's not going to be a C main hit.
You know,
keep their members 2 and 2.
Gen G to respond, but I don't think he's going to.
Cushy just going to be sending out the drone.
Drone comes out from Cushy.
Texture will back
to just
away.
Clear this A main space. C sings. Maybe even Texture. As Gen G make their move onto the B side.
Still that lockdown for Xero, but still the
actually it's
from
a
Lockyer
fake.
As well, but it's the one with the spike in hand.
They are going back towards A.
And now tosses it over, and ideally
the
for Gen G, we're trying to bait out that
well.
lockdown, and they actually do!
Here, and
after
they
all this
bought
delay?
it and locked down.
Oh my.
After that long,
okay.
without a tap?
Well,
really?
If nothing else, if RRQ wanted to try to usher Gen G
now they know.
With that, they absolutely kind of have. And
now
the executive's ready to come in as Lockyer just says, okay, I'm going to send this one, see if we can find anything, and he does. Xfero going to be taken down. Push forward here from Cushy, but cannot let the find. Up and over the top of the box, so is Crazy Guy, as the time is gone. The round is over. Monyet will just put him down nice and easy as RRQ.
Seems to be a thing that keeps happening.
Reads, but still able to find the reply to deny Gen G access.
Too long.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a little bit delayed, but it seems like Xfero had his eye on the clock. That's just enough to absolutely secure the fact that it has to be an A-site hit since Jemkin already pushed out of C. And that's just at the perfect moment that the rest of his teammates have a good position on the site. Monyet's having a blast.
Having a very big laugh over that one.
Well, I mean, they outplayed him, that's for sure.
Well, get themselves into a key position now. Lead established from the defending side. It's going to be a very good feeling from them. Certainly a lot more comfortable than some of the rounds were. To see what the defensive protocols look like here for Gen G.
We've got the members of Ninetales. We, of course, earlier saw some either on the left, joined by two more teammates. Ninetales, for those who don't know, the first Korean Game Changers team to make it to Game Changers Champions. Got their first match win as well, although their journey was cut short just a little bit.
Sometimes it's always that first step, so hopefully, hoping to see more of them in the future. Get that requal and then, you know, take a deeper run.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I've never seen any player go for 360 taunts in the game like Samsami did. Just trolling her opponents sometimes, so always good fun.
Okay, 7 to 5 half. Let's see what Gen G has on the defense side.
A very curious performance so far here from Gen G. I mean, 2 rounds ago, just absolute
his positioning
brilliance.
on Viper was fine, but it's not really like the Munchkin aggro lurk stuff. But I like this from Gen G.
Early damage found
Early
down to a sliver.
fight out to A.
Sends him the bite.
You're in trouble,
Might be the one
Jens.
finding the kill, but it's gonna be Ash. Taking the first, Lockkick gets a second. Jemkin trading one back. Sliding to the corner, quick headshot there from Texture.
Nice from Texture.
Gets the follow-up on the
Big
crazy
fight.
guy.
Big
Just Sparrow
wins.
now with the Sheriff in hand, trying
And
to see if he can bail himself out.
probably has the back spam, so it's good.
Players down to 1-tap range. The spike is
They
now a
can just
world
run to the
away.
bomb here. They don't have to
Yeah,
get
you've
too
got
crazy.
Charon watching the other side, right in mid.
Xfero
Should
re-clearing
be
mid.
secured.
It is a frenzy, but yeah, okay.
Okay, nice from Charon.
The headshot there. Quick little tap. Gen G. Find the pistol. 1 round now separating. It should be slated to tie this up.
Yeah, splitting the
This should be
pistols
tight.
half and half. So Gen G, that gives him a good opening to catch up, like you mentioned. Now this is a totally different pace, right? On the attack, they were the ones
This
trying
is
to
very
wait
different.
it out, wait for the first 40
Very
seconds.
different from
They say, all right, pistol
Gen
round, let's
G
go,
usual
let's fight. A
playstyle.
little color of paper Rex, you could say. We'll see if that continues in some
I
of
like
these
it though, I like the
rounds as
aggro
well.
play.
Looks like the Guardian meta is still going to be living on here a bit for Gen G. Just the 2. And that Stinger and some pistols. The quick hit, getting ready to come
Okay.
in. Zing spotting out 1.
Zings,
That's Jemkin.
catching him.
Absolutely stranded and dead. Texture arriving. Doesn't manage to find
Getting
money
a
for the
trade,
trade up
but
as they
okay,
lose out on
Texture.
their Viper. And that has a full
That's a
pivot here
stinger
from
that can be
RRQ.
recovered for Texture.
Warbot not going to slow him down much, but Charon sprints his way over into
Charon.
backside, instantly finds the headshot onto Xfero, looks for the finish,
Oh,
but
hold on.
jumping on the lumber, and Xfero's able to collect.
Catching a good
Now
timing
suddenly
from Xfero.
down to just the 2 Guardians to try to see if he can
There's only
turn this
2
one around.
left.
Otherwise, RRQ are going to pull off a thrifty.
Paranoia
Yeah,
to
now
try and
RRQ's position
delay.
isn't that great though. Just 2 Classy and a Stinger at long range in the post
Okay.
plan.
That's why they're going to send
Good
Xfero
from
all the way
Xfero to
around through Garage.
reposition into Garage.
Close that gap a bit, but
Oh
this is
no,
still
he's actually
risky,
gonna
not
go
even
through
Garage. He's gonna
B.
go all the way through
You
B.
gotta
I
delay
don't think you
this
have
for the
time
other
for this
2.
one.
The fuse is held to half.
They hear him.
I think
They
they
heard
should
him.
have. Yeah, the swing
Yeah,
and Lockya
that
finds the
is-
shutdown there. Push forward from Texture.
Hold on.
But he's just getting overwhelmed.
Lockya?
It's all now down to Lockya, who's holding for the defuse.
No!
But Cushy!
Cushy. Good for the club.
Oh, he
okay.
breaks it early.
The thrifty.
Gets the headshot. Gets the round
Not-
win. And RRQ
Not the
just pulled
best
the
from
rug
Gen
out
G.
from underneath Gen G.
I'm not even sure at what point it started to go so
Okay.
wrong.
What happened here? Oh,
I mean,
they
right
just
here,
ran
I
up
guess,
Garage.
cuts off the rotation.
Uh-huh.
And then you've got the Classics already lined up. Of course, a little bit of misfortune on the timing as well. But even though Xfero doesn't get the kill on the flank, it also just draws enough time.
Okay. I mean,
Trying to spin his
All
way
right.
to a defuse. Doesn't quite come together.
didn't
Now,
quite work how the way Lockya
RRQ
won
full
the
Vandals.
spins.
It's just the 3 Sheriffs here. I mean, the Gen G of old are masters of pulling off the thrifties, but I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing that one here.
I mean, how many sheriffs? We have
See
3
something you'd
sheriffs.
like to keep the same. See if Gen G's able to.
Double for Gen G.
But overall,
yeah,
so
I
far
don't-
in this
I don't
map,
think this
I know
is
it's just
very
the first
possible
map, but it
unless
does feel.
Oh,
Something like
whoa!
that
The
happens.
tracers!
Holy what?
Oh, what a shot from Lockya.
Lockya?
Okay.
This
He
is-
still got it.
This is my
He's still
fragging
got it.
IGL.
He's been training.
Saw the head there. Doesn't want to overextend. Just go
Lockya.
ahead and
So
send out the
drone
drone, running an idea of the
sees
numbers. And
3.
we'll hear all that gunfire.
Texture comes back to its A.
Still not sure if you want to call over all your teammates on the Gen G side to the
And
A
now you
site,
don't.
though.
You hurt them.
It's just
The
the 2. They're gonna pull
neon.
away from sewers, double up on this main angle. Wall gets raised. Smoke cycles
Smokes
forward
it
here,
all.
but can really going to be dissuaded by that as
30 seconds
Lockya
left.
just fishing for anything that he can get, but it's not going to be much of anything. Really both going to be sent over. Gets
Lockya
the catch, I
lives
just do believe.
For
Puts him
now.
behind the
Okay,
box,
now
gets blinded
goes
up,
down.
eventually flushed out. 4v4 now.
Spike planted.
Yeah, should just be about the round here.
Yeah, that should be
2
the round.
sheriffs only.
Texture will find the elimination there.
Although,
Does eventually
okay,
get the headshot on the
Texture,
crazy
but
guy.
he's very
Falls to
low.
20 health.
Yeah, I say that.
Immediately rotate down, swap of the weapon. Yeah, hands that one over to Ash. Trying to
they
be
not
the
only
spear,
have one
perhaps. Scout
serve
out the site.
on
Some
that.
information here for his teammates, but no, he's right back into heaven. Time starting to get away from them though. The push comes through. Jump around the corner. Ash gonna be good for one, but Xfero looking for the fourth. We'll have it.
4K.
Sprays him down.
Xfero.
2 charges away from the lockdown, but overall not a bad effort from Gen G. Still not a round win, however, as RRQ now up 3 rounds over them, 9-6.
They do their darndest to try to keep things in control, despite the weaker weaponry, but it's Xfero, one of the key members, who was able to figure out how to shut down Gen G, especially on this map of Haven. He's able to come back into the game with a 4K. That keeps Gen G still just full steps behind. Now, finally, the operator for Texture. This could be the difference maker.
Right.
Oh,
Texture.
backs away.
Has to
Right as the ult comes through, and that's going to be Lakia down.
Lakia.
Oh, but that just shifts everything for Gen G, right? You're losing control of A. Now, you look at the minimap. Everyone shifted over to that side. RRQ wants to take this opportunity to explore the C side.
They're frantically scrambling now.
This is where Charon might start to become tested if he can dance around his util, but he's going to take a safer position, which I would agree with overall from a macro perspective.
How does Charon play
Hey,
this
come see, all we want to know is that they've taken over the site. We don't have the members to take control of it. We can't fight it right now. You got to cut your losses if you're Gen G.
Doesn't manage to get the nano
He
off,
runs
but
back into the site.
little bits of damage dealt to the players of RRQ. Now go for the full assault here onto the C side. Paranoia thrown across. Charon does get his vision back, but Cushy swoops around. Just completely surrounded. Given that you have this operator, it's going to be a 3-player save for Gen G as RRQ hit double digits.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Charon playing on site, it's one of those things where damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're below in numbers, you're lower on numbers, you want to fight to even things out, but the moment you give away, that death, the round is over. You give away the site, the round is pretty much over as well. So I don't know if you can really fault him, but it didn't look like he had the best chances. And now, like you said, with the save, they'll try to keep control of the operator. This time he gets shut down immediately. A bit of a curveball position from Texture, getting nullified in the middle of the map.
Well, RRQ continuing on this little warpath that they've got. Dropping that opening round, but pulling off the Thrifty, now running this back up to 10. It is looking like they have a vice grip here on Haven. Here's the reveal. Here's the kill from Cushy. So Lakia dead.
To take down RRQ.
Pretty much middle of the site. Had to suspect that it was going to be a ping reveal from that drone.
Okay,
So second timeout call now for Gen G as they look to run this back.
Oh man, I don't know if you have too much you can share though, given how some of these earlier rounds have gone. And it's really just the first picks disrupting the entire hold. Then you're put into these positions. But that's the difficulty about a lot of these 3-site maps that we have in Valorant, is that when you are on the back foot, you really just have to kind of go for an all-in. You got to choose a side of the map, push it out a little bit. So we do see fans here to even cheer on Zinx, bringing out a little memorabilia from back when he was on DRX Academy, it seems. Of course, Jovi also has this chance to speak with his team. Both coaches can use it.
You got to full screen that.
There you go. Up. Up. It's all right. We got a couple more seconds. No!
We'll never know.
I did read ace.
Ah.
So presumably it's for Texture.
The secret of never-ending youth was on that phone, and we'll just never actually.
We'll
never
know. It actually requires Texture to get an ace and win the match.
The coordinates of the Holy Grail.
That spam to keep the attackers at bay, make sure that they can't make any early moves. But what do you do off of that, Gen G? Where are you taking that space? Where can you get a little bit more information? These are the questions you have to solve for.
So that was just defaulting, but Xfero catches the shot. Charon not dead, and once again, that starts to cause this shift here for Gen G. They now have that weaker side of the map, so they have to shift players over.
And the recon right after on A, I mean, it's
Here
kind of been a missed timing. Sure, you see the neon.
Texture in a fairly committed position. Now their own drone getting ready to fly through. Backs away to try to avoid this one.
Okay,
Has
doesn't
been
see
spotted.
Texture, but Texture
Splits the difference between the two
whiffs.
players. The kill not found.
Okay,
Goes back
repeat
in,
finds Jemkin.
reaggresses, finds the shot. Jemkin down. Does he go for a little bit more? He
Oh,
does,
gets
and
punished.
Crazy Guy absolutely punishes him for his hubris.
Yeah, had to swing a bit too far wide. The flick's not quite there for Texture. And then they go for a little control of the B side. I mean, RRQ is just pushing and pulling Gen G at all ends of the map.
I mean, they've kind of given you a freebie, I would think, because, okay, Lockya interrupts it here with the Hunter's Fury.
They're playing for time.
I mean, yeah, they want to try to dissuade this if they can, but it's on the swing.
Delay the plant,
Get the
but
kill onto Xfero. He survives. Lockdown available.
Lockdown?
He's thinking, well, I might just send this. I don't think it's going to be the most necessary here as Lockya frantically looking for a kill, but as those shots come through, seems like he will just go ahead and commit it.
Hold
maybe
on.
it's for good reason.
Oh, but Lockya
He's coming
runs
up with
in
the two,
alone.
but I just don't think he's going to be able to get anything else done from here. Has to back away.
Yeah, I think he might be going for the op, and Cushy's here to cut him off.
Cushy?
He is. They could have just
Wow.
taken it and gone for the save, but instead Gen G continued to
Cushy
commit
picks
in.
up the ult
They just
on
lose
Jemkin.
more and more as the round goes on.
Yeah, I get it. You don't want to let RRQ get so close to wrapping up the map, but I mean, without the extra support there, Ash was still waiting on C-side in case there was a rotate. You're just trying to get too much done, I think, if you're Gen G. It's been the age-old problem of teams on Haven on defense is that you're trying to get too much of an advantage on all three parts of the map. You just don't have the members to do that.
Yeah, just like trying to hold C, hold B, hold A when they are like one man down.
Gen G. Texture changing it up.
Okay, Texture.
Puts himself forward. There's
Actually
no
not spotted by the turret. He
Just be
can
able to find
get
a godly
more
timing
yet here. Maybe even Crazy Guy.
He swings around.
Depends on the
Yeah.
timing.
Just working his way over towards Garage, but he's not going to be able to get the catch here.
Doesn't see
Doesn't
anyone.
see anybody.
But as soon as he checks in
And now
towards
he's
long,
checking
he's going to
A.
know. But well,
Okay, now you know they're
pretty much
C.
should anyway.
It's
Texture's
just how
eyes
well can Karen
right over
hold.
towards C. Karon able to dodge
Dodges the paranoia.
playing very far forward.
Gets
very
one, gets
committed.
two.
Gets the pivot upon the second kill there.
Gets two. Getting
Pharaoh will
two
be able
is
to trade
pretty
one
good.
back.
But there's
Not
no
bringing up,
barrage.
there's still this approach.
I don't think
Exactly.
Sage
Texture
is
still
aware.
coming in around
But
this
Ash
back
is,
on
Ash
the
is holding
flank.
it.
The Guardian at
Okay, but
range
he
could
catches and
absolutely
wins
be
the
there
fight.
undoing, but he needs to strike
Ash
now!
Texture.
And he finds the first, but can't find the second! You see the frustration, the hands in the air!
Texture with
Spike
a
is now playing an
pretty big
RQ
whiff.
with an
Okay,
opportunity in
this
the
should be
hands of
fine.
Monyet. A
Lockya only
1v2
has a
Lockya with just a
classic?
classic in hand. Weapon still a world away. He's got a recon, but Monyet
Holy.
does not have a
Okay.
clutch. Things will get them
Thankfully,
over
Lockya
the
is
line.
close.
Gen
Okay.
G stop RRQ from
Boy, the
reaching that
skin of
point.
their teeth to
Just
survive.
barely so. But again, a win is a win. He'll take it, trying to figure out what weapon he wants to pick up. Can't figure out where to go. At the very least, still had something in your hand. Incredible double kill from Karon. It all starts there. Buys enough time, gives you a bit of a numbers advantage. It is unfortunate scenes that Texture wasn't able to land the shot. Oh, well, Jemkin's answer back was crisp. I don't know if Texture should be too mad. But Zinx getting his moment. You can see the nerves get into him a little bit. Was holding his breath for too long. The rookie years.
I mean, you can tell that Zinx has mechanics. Like,
Texture
he's pretty
revealed.
good mechanics.
Just tuck himself out of sight, but
RRQ don't like how
that's the
aggressive Gen G
immediate abandon
was,
of the
so
plan
they
here
just
from
back
RRQ. A
off.
quick
Try
pivot,
to take
sprinting
Garage.
their way over towards C. Zinx,
Xfero
though,
thinking
however,
he had a
finds the
timing that
intercept.
actually
That's
gets
Pharaoh
caught.
gone.
Okay,
Still
here
gonna
comes.
try to
Nice
commit
snake
onto
bite
this
to
one.
delay.
Eventually, Jemkin just
Only
going to be
Jemkin
sliding
gets
past that
past.
snake bite, but he's here in the opening. Karon
Gets caught
at
by
back
Karon.
flat, able to find
Don't
the kill. Tries
do
to go
that
for the center there
lockdown.
on the lockdown, thinks better of it, holds it for the moment. The swing
Oh.
out, finds another shot.
Oh,
Karon!
Karon!
Karon finds the third, and
Oh,
Zinx will get the
Karon.
cleanup.
I mean, he's just
Gen G,
amazing mechanically.
3 away from tying it up, starting to look a bit
Okay.
more alive.
Signs of life.
Gears are
Signs of
turning, but
life back in Gen
RRQ
G.
are still out in front.
Yeah, I thought RRQ was about to just reach map point on that one as they changed the tempo. It was a good time to do it if you think about the overall flow of the rounds, where you just say, okay, Gen G, they're starting to really kind of bite us at opposite ends of the map since we're trying to push and pull too much. Let's go for a barrel through, and Karon just says, this is where I thrive. Even when he was playing the Omen, it's when he anchored that he shined the best. Oh boy.
Oh, Odin, Lakia. That's absurd amount of
I mean,
damage.
immaculate gameplay, honestly.
Yeah.
Monyet down to 1 HP.
Oh, overdrive.
Oh, here comes
Texture
overdrive.
Sliding away. Manya's down to 1 health, by the way.
And gets caught.
As Ash is going to get caught. However, the Odin doesn't actually find the kill on Manya. He does manage to find the headshot. Xfero gets Texture, and suddenly we're in a very wishy-washy situation. Karan, however, didn't use the lockdown the previous round. Now has it, sends it before they can try to get the plant in play. Swing out from Zinx. Find the catch and kill. Look at the rotation
crazy
call.
guy.
Yeah, but look at Karan. He's
That's
ahead of
right.
him.
That's the one I was talking about.
Early.
He is all the way
Very
out
nice.
here into mid.
Very nicely played.
Perfectly read. Gen G.
The Odin,
Now just 2 away.
kinda cooking. Hold on.
Make a very serious go of this.
It feels like something started to click for Gen
This
G
is
after the
what we
timeouts.
wanted to see. This
Starting
is what
to
we wanted
think
to see
about
from
the pacing,
this
how
game.
to adapt to it,
That's
how
what
to
we wanted
provide
from
that
the
fast
last game
backup,
as well.
cut your losses on the
I
other
thought
side of the
as a-
map, focus on where the action is, and it
Shoot the
is
hit,
paying
what
off. Eyes on the prize, and that's going to force
You
the
need to
last
watch
time out
gameplay,
in
you need to
regulation
go
as
to
RRQ
SOOP,
uses
my
their
guy.
second.
Yeah, everything thrown at this. I mean, they're so very close. I mean,
That's the
RRQ
only
don't want to pull a
platform
Gen
that
G,
can
get up to
gameplay.
11, and then let the other team come back in and win the map.
Oh,
So trying to avoid that. Let's see what play call
Okay,
Jovi's got
RRQ
up his
timeout.
sleeve. Get this secured and at least lock in for OT, if not the map one itself.
you know, a lot to share in his mind, but it seems like so does Gen G. I mean, these two teams, there's a reason it's always been so intense. Even the coaching staff, they're always giving it their all because they respect each other so much. It's always been such a close match. And here at the SVL 2025, it's no different.
Well, Gen G that is finding their footing is certainly a scary prospect.
Okay,
3
Texture picks up
ultimates
an
to
ult
work
again.
with here. Overdrive as a backup.
Okay, there's the
Texture with the
pit and
operator.
overdrive and from the
Hit as
shadows
well.
for
For now,
Gen G.
looks like Zinc's not in a
And a
position where he's
pit
going to
and
be
a
something
Hunter's
off
Fury
the
for
rip.
RRQ.
It's likely going to be some pre-fire in the window again. Zlakia changing up, puts himself onto the opposite side of the
Just
map.
spam again.
Let's find a
Ship
little bit
damage
of
on the
here.
crazy guy.
Crazy guy. He's trying to counter spam him, but oh, good luck.
Yeah, they're not able to really land the shots, but they will force him away from that position.
Drone now leading the charge.
Alright,
With the reveal, yeah, has
gets
to back
revealed,
away.
backs off.
Or too risky to stick around.
Lucky I still playing for a spam.
So RQ's first step, disrupt the C side, eliminate some of that Killjoy util. Not sure if Jemkin would have heard the turret through the corners. Well, he should be able to. Not sure if he was paying attention to it. But the Odin's still here, and that's really throwing a wrench in RQ's plans.
They can't really push this Odin on.
Smoke over onto the C-Link, fast entry. Attempted here, but Paranoia holds them back for the moment. Push forward, Zinx gets himself out in the
Gets
mid,
one.
finds Cushy, puts the spike down on the floor, but
Doesn't
cannot
get
escape.
out.
Wallbang shots is going to be there, and Jimkin! As Lakia lined up. Headshot connects, Ash now the one to try to hold the line, but peek Jemkin's able to spot him, gets over to the side,
Jemkin
slides
is so
away from the
fast.
Paranoia. Takes Ash's head
Oh,
clean
Karan.
up, but Karan still anchoring. Able to find 2, but Dexter now all alone. The aforementioned overdrive is still in the back pocket for him. So they're creeping forward, but how do you really try to isolate this? You can't.
Nice try.
Xfero's
Okay.
clean with a shot, and
Big
RRQ.
one from Jemkin.
They get
Some nice
themselves
shots.
out up to map point.
Gen G getting drawn in. They get the first kill, but they just can't survive the trades. RRQ is quick to pounce on the target, stuck in garage. Winning a couple of these duels, even the long range through the window. I mean, it's just how fast Jemkin is here, ready for another trade. I look at the awareness that he has, the killer instinct to wait for another prey to walk into his crosshairs.
Nice, Mousy.
The Paranoia betraying Ash in that moment, just revealing his location effectively. As
Okay.
fake here from Crazy Guy.
Just a fake
Just
from the
immediate
shadows
cancel.
to create paranoia within Gen G.
Jumped from in front of a lobby to in front of his spawn on the seaside, so
Texture.
trying to make them
Taking
think and
this
look at this. It's
A
forcing them
more
to have to try to clear over towards spawn.
Okay, now
And
you
even
know
then,
that
that
they're
backside B
This
position
is
likely
crazy
still going to be a
from
question
Karan.
mark for them. Karan, however, tucks to the corner, able
Gets
to find one.
one.
Jump
Gets
gonna be
two,
taken
gets
down!
three!
As Karan manages to find 3!
How did he get 3?
Oh, and like flies into a spider's web.
Holy.
RRQ just right in front of his fangs. Now here within the smoke, but pretty much all angles covered.
Okay. Genji
He
lit.
will fall. Genji. Still some fight left in him. Looking to take this into OT. But Charon still
Tell you what,
anchoring.
it's definitely clear that Charon's been studying their VODs from 2025 because those are some
Taking
shades of
this
Foxy 9, and
Even
this one
Charon.
working right around the
Charon,
poison
however,
orb
tucks
set
the
up for him.
Oh, and like flies into a spider's
Continue to
web.
widen the
Holy.
angle.
RRQ just right in front of his fangs.
It is
He
crazy.
survives all the way up to the 3rd kill even.
Now here within the smoke, but we'll find 2, but Dexter now.
That's me, Charon.
But how do you really try to isolate this kill?
Okay.
Hit now,
Just
gonna
can't
be
survive
invested
the
here from
trades.
Zinx.
RRQ is quick.
Off the B side. Not wanting any access here for
Yeah.
RRQ.
Texture just holding the space.
Face the wall,
Just
across in
a
towards
fake
sewers.
from the shadows to create paranoia within Genji.
Jumped from in front of that spot out, but Texture.
Texture.
Held in on the
Texture
angle
is
long,
a
but
multi
too
boost
much
now.
movement. The shot goes high.
now
Champion
you know
then that
that
backside came
this
down.
is
Like
crazy
South
from
question
Charon.
mark for them. Ash is left alone. Charon, however, tucks to the corner. Able to
Let's
find
go.
relay.
Whoa.
He gets 3!
Champion, this Charon managed to find 3! Sliding across with a
Hold on.
headshot. Oh, and like flies into a spider's
Let's
web.
let go,
Crazy guy down to
holy.
30. RRQ just right in the corner in front of his fang. Player advantage. The operator recovered. Handed up a Sparrow. Front of his spawn on the seaside, so.
Texture.
Just gonna make them think
Taking
it was
this
the lane. It's
a
forcing them to
multi
have to
Start
try to
map
clear
for
over towards
RRQ.
spawn.
Okay, now
And
you
even
know
then,
that
that back death for Gen G
Okay.
is absolutely devastating. Lock-in out, gone.
This could be
You're
a
on the corner.
nice shot from
Find the
Karen.
Charon gets rid of one, but
A
Champ
very
is
nice
so
shot from
damn
Jen.
deadly.
Hold on.
Now the overdrive. It's a lockdown in play.
Overdrive.
He's trying to flush them out. He's
Still
trying to get them
Honda
out of the
Fury.
sight.
Time.
But he's swinging it early. Does win the
Karen.
fight that he absolutely needed to. Hunter's Fury coming through in the time.
Oh, time.
This is pretty much already gone. Would have to fully
It's
stick it, but
done.
Jemkin's right there.
GG.
Closes it out with a 4K, a thrifty, to lock up a 13-10 scoreline is RRQ. Best Gen G.
Yeah, it's always close games between the two, but RRQ will come out victorious in the first map once more. Gen G's pick of Haven. It looked like Texture immediately sharing a piece of his mind here on just some things that they want to keep note of in the first map.